Hello. Today we're gonna talk about breaking free out of a world of stress, struggle, stuff. This time I don't have some nice pictures, so I just put it in quotes and talk a bit about it. Hope you don't mind, but existence is strange. Why are we living, and also why this way? Why are we living in a world of stress when seemingly everything is possible? Like we need to hurry to this to me. We need to take time for our passion just because we need also to scroll a bit in YouTube. Our life is really cramped, and maybe it's because capitalism, the way our society works, is that we want to be more productive, want to get the brutto inland product higher and higher and higher, because that's seemingly the only thing that matters, even if smart heads say it long before. Wait. The BIP. It was only founded because the USA wanted to know how long, or if they even could go on with World War II. So we'll just check if the economics are wrecked or not. And its only real usage was war, and now we're defying everything by it, and it's gone in a strange direction. As an example, if someone sues another and the lawyer gets the case going, so the cash flows, it's good for the BIP, but actually bad for everyone else involved. I don't think the BIP is good for our well-being, and so the stress about working and increasing it may also not be. But that all leads to another question, which is, why are we living that way, and should we even live that way? I mean, a simple solution would be to just unalive us and we're out of the stress. But by unaliving ourselves, we don't know at first what comes after, but fear is really the last thing which should hold us back from anything. More it is responsibility, but actually we could also make something great out of this life, and if it may not be possible to change the system, we may be able to coexist with it, but not really be affected by it. I want to say that living without so much stress and struggle is actually possible, even if you not want to become a monk. And so we go on to the next point and actually start this video, because the intro is kinda long. Can being alone get us more together, or at least better? Or are we damned to suffer when not distracted? So a little backstory to this. There was actually an experiment conducted where participants were sat in a room and for like half an hour and should just be alone with their thoughts. But there was a twist. In the background there was some machine which will give you an electric shock, and it hurts, it really hurts. They really experienced it before the test, so they know that it hurts. And it may seem logical to just think for half an hour, then harm yourself. But 2/3 of the guys didn't thought that way. 2/3 of the participants actually harmed themselves because they can't stand being with their own thoughts. And it's scary, I admit it. Myself, it's like 5 or 10 minutes without some distraction like music, YouTube, drawing for my passions, learning, studying, speaking with friends, all that stuff. If it's just absent, I really think I'm crazy, and many perceive it as a bad thing. It isn't. It helps you grow, and by thinking about all of this stuff, it will get you to do things. Number one, you know what you actually do wrong and actually do have a greater awareness, which is kind of cool in the social environment. So you get us more together, we think about who are the guys we love and we want to be with them together. And the other thing is, I actually should change this to wiser. Yeah. Least wiser. Because we're thinking about abstract things like death, or maybe just future plans, we do something in our society is very uncommon. We actually think about life and just not just live it. May it be hard to not be distracted, because social media is fucking everywhere and it's really nice to listen to cool music, but it won't get you anywhere meaningful. But now we get actually to a fair point. Is time the one thing, not technology, which will destroy us? Like this technology dystopia is really spread far out in this world. We all have seen Terminator, or at least heard about it. Little secret here, I didn't saw Terminator, just heard of it. But while always watching our clocks, seeing if we have time for this, have time for that, and taking us time, we don't really enjoy this, in my opinion, we just live it. Our days become tasks, and if a day is a task, then when have we completed it, can actually live. My approach is not to say screw every time I come here when I want to, because that's not nice to other ones, but I want to say that while you may give set times and actually arrive to them, to connect with others or to connect with others, if you want to do something by yourself, this could be drawing or studying, anything really. Don't have time for it, just do it with love. And as beautiful as it sounds, it really drives you crazy at first. I actually deleted the clock on my PC really everywhere I could, to just don't know how late it is, to just don't know if I really have time for this or if I need to hurry. I just do it with love, and only when I'm finished, then I go on to the next one. Only when I'm happy with it or I'm having a creative barrier. But you really get the picture I'm going on with an example. So usually I have free time between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. And at this time I do record my videos, draw and study sometimes, but I often do study before I sleep because it's smarter. Your brain actually memorizes this better when it's go after to sleep. Think Huberman Lab says pretty nice podcast about this, but that's not the point of this video. So I have around 2 hours, maybe a bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter, to just do stuff. And when I'm finished with drawing some character, then I'm finished. I may move on to the next point, but like 7 p.m. I have an alarm, and then it's actually time to have dinner with my family. But till then I don't mind the time, I just do it. And this actually helps me be more productive and enjoy the task more because I'm not under pressure. Oh, and it also helps you distinguish between quality and quantity. Without a clock you can't tell that you've learned for hours. So your only way to see if you have studied well is that you have understood what you want to understood, so you have learned what you wanted to learn. But this, you can really be more productive in so many ways of life. And if you take this, being more productive with no time, we go back to our today's society. Kind of funny actually. But that's not about, I don't want to have maximum value in the BIP. Yeah, mark that here. The BIP. I want to have the full experience and live life to the fullest and how I want, and not how some numbers tell me. But let's go on to the last point. Why should we break free out of something which is said to give us the rewards of a great life? By this I mean that why should we even try to break out of this wheel of working, taking time to do something, sleeping and then walking again? Why should we? Because after this we have money and can do whatever we want. Yeah, but then we're old and can't do everything we want to. And I'm 16 right now, and say that, because even my parents, they are like 40-ish. They can't do so many things anymore. They still need to push 25 more years. And that's... I don't want to do this. And who also don't want to do this? Marco Pierwright, this guy, left all of his restaurants, 2 Michelin stars, just because he wanted to take more time with his family. And I think MadPat's going through the same, but I didn't watch this video. Maybe you will. It's on Game Theory. I link his channel up right here. I think we should live our lives every time to the fullest and enjoy ourselves. Maybe we have limited resources in one time of life and limited abilities in another time. But heck, we don't know when we die. We don't know if we're gonna miss something out. So we just live our lives to the fullest and not wait till we are allowed to. And if you don't know what else to do besides working for a job, I have like 2 points for this. The first is you could follow some belief. This is this monk thing again, maybe, kind of, but you could also just be Christian, anything else, and just engage in your God belief. And usually it will lead you to a happier life, because that's what religion made for, to escape the cruelty of reality and actually see its beauty, giving moral standards which will backfire to you. That if you treat others nice, like Jesus said, love another like I love you. I think he said it, I never read the Bible, sorry. But by actually loving another, feel yourself more loved, and it also makes you happier, doing things for others. It's psychology. But even if you're atheist, maybe you could commit to knowledge, or just set your own standards of living. I think philosophy has also a big part to do. You pick just a few concepts, philosophy, and do your thing. I don't recommend becoming this full stoic like some influencers, like How to Beast are, but find what makes you happy, do it, like the belief, ideas, something. But I also said I have a second point. It was quoted from the renowned physician Jeffrey West, yeah. I don't have a picture of him, but it's an old guy on Santa Fe thinking about big stuff, but how the universe and complex systems are working. Pretty cool. I link a video up right here. Watch it, maybe. But he says that the sense of life are actually 2 things. The first is to love another, or to care, because nothing else on this world can care, so we should. And as I said before, if we care for others, we ourselves get happier. So this is the first one, but what's the second? It's understand and gaining more knowledge about the universe, or maybe about life, or something else, I don't know. This could be just reading books, this could be studying hard math problems, this could be by going out in nature and writing poems like I do. It could be anything. But loving and caring while also gaining knowledge, Jeffrey says that's the way to go. And he is a wise man, so I think he got kind of an idea. But that also will be the end of the video. If you want a quick recap, talked about existence is strange and we are living to increase the BIP, even if it actually worsens our living conditions. Spending time alone with yourself, but not being lonely, that's a big thing I didn't say, but loneliness and being alone is a big difference. Being alone is that you know you have guys to love, but lonely is just nothing there. That's not a good thing to seek for. Yeah, being alone is good. Time will kill us if we only have our days split into tasks, then we have no time to really enjoy it. So just don't Have certain times when you want to go spend it with another people or go to sleep, but the rest of the day enjoy yourself. Don't live by some calendar or something. And last thing, capitalism promises it will give you a great life when you've worked, but just have a great life every time and you will be even more fine and shine. Enjoy life, find something. You can do it, I believe in you. And as long as you give it your hearts, and that's what you should do, you can do anything, my friend. I believe in you, into you, and also Sören, if you're watching this, happy birthday. Goodbye.